Let's talk about the passage of time in your business. It doesn't matter at all, yet it's important at the same time. It may sound like a paradox, but just hear me out on this. I hear a lot of people say things like, I started this business a week ago or a month ago, and I haven't made any sales or profit yet and I'm getting really discouraged. I understand what they're going through. But how much were you expecting to have happen in the first week or the first month? I'm not saying you can't make sales in that amount of time. Yet sometimes their messages make it sound like they're just about ready to quit. And I think, you've been at something for a week and you're ready to quit. Did you learn how to ride a bicycle when you were a kid? Did you learn that in a week? Probably not. I mean, I don't know how long it took me, but it was a lot more than a week. I'm sure I fell off a lot, but I eventually got it. Almost everyone is eventually gonna learn to balance and be able to ride their bike. If I said I just opened a restaurant a week ago, it's my first restaurant I've ever run, and I'm really discouraged 'cause we haven't made a profit yet. You'd probably say I'm nuts. It's because a week into a new restaurant, I'm lucky if I've even got customers in there eating every night. Most of the public doesn't know the restaurant's there yet. I'd be more concerned with things like, are people coming in? Do they like the food? Do they like the service? Are they happy? Are they gonna come back? Are they gonna tell their friends? That's a lot more important the first week than if we made any profit. Now, I wouldn't open a restaurant expecting to make a profit in the first week, especially if it was my first one. I mean, that's just crazy. Not that it's impossible, but it's pretty unlikely. So, let me make a confession here and tell a story about a company I joined years ago. Guess how long it took me to make my first sale? It was not a week, it was not a month. It was about 2.5 months. Am I happy it took that long to make the first sale? Not really, but there are some good reasons for it. First of all, I was in the middle of another project when I joined. I was doing a product that was a series of webinars people had paid for. So I had to finish that. It was almost a full-time job, and I couldn't bail out of that in the middle when people had already paid me for it. So I had to finish that. And then I went and traveled for about a month and I wasn't doing much work while I was traveling. I was in Costa Rica for a week, and then I was driving all over the eastern US all the way from Florida up to Canada by myself for 3 weeks. So it took me 2.5 months to get the first sale with that company. The point is, I didn't do a whole lot to get the first person in that 2.5 months. That's why I didn't have the results. The fact that 2 months had passed before I made a sale was kind of irrelevant because I wasn't doing much in those 2 months to make anything happen. Still, there were times in there when I was discouraged. I was thinking, I've been in a month, I've been in 6 weeks, I've been in 2 months. I haven't made a sale. If you're not doing enough to make something happen, it doesn't really matter how much time goes by. If I was doing nothing at all, how long would I have to wait to make a sale? What if I did nothing for 5 years, 10 years? I probably still may not have a sale except from random luck. So, if you've been doing something for a week or a month or whatever and haven't made a sale yet or haven't made enough sales, don't be discouraged. It's generally a sign that you need to do more. Whatever you think you're supposed to be doing, keep doing it. Especially if you just started and haven't done this type of business before. Plus, you should be trying different things anyways. If you're not taking any action, the amount of time that goes by doesn't matter because you're never going to get any results. If you are taking the right action, that's when you need to be more patient and allow some time for stuff to work. It's just like the restaurant. You could have the greatest chefs and the greatest menu, affordable prices, great service, and everything. It's still going to take a while for the restaurant to be successful. It takes a while for people to find out about it and give it a try and tell their friends and all that stuff. It's probably not going to be a hit right away unless you're a celebrity chef or something like that. Or you spend a fortune on marketing. Same thing with your business.